Hey, so just a quick video to talk through how to keep the personal information for a prize draw separate from your original survey so that you can't actually tie their personal information back to the response. So the first thing to do is just to go ahead and create your original survey, just the one that actually has all of the questions that you're interested in and you need to keep anonymous. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make a completely separate survey. So I'm just going to go back to my projects. Just going to create a new project, and then I'm going to call this one just prize draw. And this is a survey where we're going to store all of the personal information. So in here, I'm just going to ask a couple of different questions. I'm going to ask for maybe their email so that I can enter them in the draw, and then first name and last name, and any other identifying information that you're interested in. Once you have this set up, what we need to do is we need to go to distributions and grab the anonymous link for this survey. And then what we're going to do is just set up our first survey to redirect our participants to this survey so that they can enter their information. But as they're using the anonymous link, it cannot tie back to the original survey, and therefore they're keeping their actual responses from the first survey separate from their personal information. So I'm just going to grab this anonymous link and copy it. Then I'm going to go back to the original survey. And what I can then do is I can go into survey options, and then under the survey termination section, I can redirect to a full URL, and then I can put my new survey link in here. So what will happen is once my participants actually finish the last page of my survey and click next, so once they answer this question here and click the next button, they will be redirected directly to that second survey that asks for their personal information. You can add a little disclaimer in there just like saying that these are actually kept completely separate, so there's no worries about you being able to tie back their information. The other thing you can do is you can ask a question at the very end of your survey, ask like a yes/no question saying, would you like to take part in the prize draw? And then what you can do is in your survey flow, you can actually set it up so that only people who say yes will be directed to that end of survey or to that second survey. So I can do this by adding a branch and just saying if question, last question in my survey, yes is selected as an example. Then I can add a new element here at an end of survey and then customize this to redirect to my survey URL. And then if I clear out the link from my survey options, everyone who says no will just receive the default end of survey message, and only people who say yes, they want to be entered in a prize draw, will be directed to that second survey. So I hope that answers your question, but if you do have any questions on this setup or anything else, please just let me know.